Okay, I want to give you some additional resources. If we're talking about home management, what are the things that have been really helpful for me as a mom, as an entrepreneur, and really mastering what's going on in my house so it feels like it's running like a smooth machine instead of there's always fires to be put out. So one of the things that I love is an app software. It's called ClickUp. And this is amazing. It's free, but it can help organize pretty much everything. I will put in here like organizing your vacations. You can map those out. And also you can use Trello. So I will show you a picture of Trello. So you can go to Trello.com or ClickUp.com and the links will be below. And just go to YouTube and watch a YouTube tutorial. But this has been phenomenal for really arranging my life. And so when I think of something, it's a task to do, if it's a project that I'm working on. So like we went to New Zealand and there was a lot of planning to have 8 people going to New Zealand and everyone having their different things they wanted to do. So being able to map out what were the activities, what were the costs, where, you know, we can do it from here and it costs this or here, and then what will our schedule be and the flights to the different island. And it could just be jumbled if it was like written down in a notebook, right? And so this was awesome because I could just put it in and then you can slide it around, move things within there to map out different ways of having your vacation, and then it's saved. So if you're ever going to go back or if you're going to go somewhere else, that you can use that as a template of what you're doing. You can do this with your green cleaning, like maybe you have recipes. If you're the DIYer, you can put your recipes in there. You can do this with meal planning. So maybe you have certain meals that you know your family likes and there's the recipes. There's the items that you need to make sure that they're on hand, and then you can move them to the different days. If you have older children that are preparing food, helping out, that you're giving them that responsibilities, they can also go into that and just look, oh, this is what we're having for dinner. This is what I need to get prepped. Super easy. And you can use it in so many different ways. So that's one of my favorite apps. I also use my notes app on my phone. So if I have a thought to do something, I have a place where it's kind of my to-dos, my thinking of I'll get to, and then I just review those. Okay, then I need to schedule that. Also, I like to use the reminders app or timer on my phone. So if I'm doing laundry, I'm one to forget, like pretty much anything. I'll forget picking my kids up. And so I will, during the day, if I know that I need to pick somebody up that's not a routine that's already in my head, I will set a reminder that that's happening and the alarm will go off. And I don't forget things. And then I don't have to actually remember everything in my head. I just know that I've set timers and such that it will remind me when to do that. Also, Google Calendar. Absolutely love this because we have used this with our family. So that's what we review on Sunday. We'll pull out our calendar and we'll see what's on there. We have different, like my husband has his calendar, my calendar, we have a family calendar, I have a work calendar. And so I can have everything there just to see how crazy it is. And then if I need to start eliminating, so it's just work time that I have my own that I can delete or not have in my calendar. But I really like this. I would recommend, especially as your kids are getting older, to help them to learn how to use that. They can see what's going on in the family. They know that you're busy or that you're available. When we get teenagers and we might need help with carpools, we can see like, oh, we have 3 kids that need to be the same different places at one time. There's only 2 of us drivers. A teenager, you need to come in and help. So that's really helpful. Also for your doTERRA order, the doTERRA shop app is a must. And so why I like that is because if you use up the last bottle of lemon, you can just go to your phone, put it in your order, and you don't have to think about it. You don't have like sticky notes or, hey, when it's time to order, like, what is it that I needed? I know there was stuff that I needed. You can just automatically put it in there. And then before it processes, you can just go through and check and validate, like, yes, I want all of those things. So that's really helpful as the shop app. And then what's nice is that if you have 100 PV, that your shipping is free with the loyalty rewards program. So that is a nice change that they made. Another thing that I love is using apps for ordering groceries. So wherever your favorite place is that you're going to get groceries, I know like Costco, Walmart, or Smith's, depending on where you're at, what are those? That can save you a ton of time. And it's also like your grocery list. So as you think of something's out, like, oh, we need toilet paper, you can just go right ahead and put it on the app. It's so time saving. But I also have on my refrigerator a notebook that has a little magnet on it, sticks to the side of our refrigerator. And that's where if the kids use the last of the the milk or the whatever. There's no more apples and they wanted this or they wanted that snack. Or if you think of a project that needs to be done, oh, those windows need to get cleaned. I need to find someone to clean the windows. That stain, you can just, you can't do it, and you don't want to leave all these things in your head. That creates overwhelm. And so having a place where you can just put it, that's your system. Tell your kids if something's out, just put it there. If you're wanting me to order something on that grocery, order, then put it there. So that's just another really little system that can help create smooth running in your home. And then 2 books that I recommend are The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. Oh, this is magical. And I've had people say, I hate that book, and that doesn't work. Well, I think it's mostly the people who don't implement it, and they're not willing to do those things, and they're not willing to learn new skills, because this really is life-changing if you can learn the skills of how to declutter your home, how to let go of things that aren't serving us anymore, and find joy in that. You can create such a much better feel and spirit within your home if it's not cluttered, if it's not a mess, if you're not holding on to things that maybe make you feel bad. That is a great book. And then the other one is Essentialism by his name, Greg McKeown. Love that book as well, because it really helps you to hone in on the things that are most important. That if we can eliminate some of those things that are just adding clutter to our lives, it may not be specifically in our home. It might be like apps on your phone, like get rid of them. Sometimes it's technology, like the latest thing. I've discovered that an Apple Watch, Fitbit, it just causes me more work to do because I have to charge it and I have to be on the app or do this, and like it's not really adding value to my life. But if it's adding a lot of value and then it's worth the time, then have it. But there's probably so many things that we can eliminate that are just adding clutter to our lives. So those are just some of my